What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining the video for today. Guys, this is amazing news, and it's a small win in the big war, as we say now, because Hinman is gonna be deposed, but when, we still do not know. But this is great news, and just a shout out to the XRP community, guys. You guys are amazing, because I have never been in any community like this. It's really an honor to be part all of this and to share this information with all of you guys. You're being so supportive and everything. So I just wanted to say that don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, because we have information every day coming out. Now let's talk about the deposition of Hinman today and really bring to light what is going on, because yes, he's gonna be deposed, but what does that mean, and what has Hinman been doing so far actually in the SEC, and what he has been saying. So there's also a video I would like to show you of Hinman saying that Ethereum is not a security, but there is more to this case, guys. There is more to this deposition than it looks like, because so here is Jeremy Hogan saying he has a new video on the SEC versus Ripple hearing today. I talk about what the hearing was really about, how I am always right, and something strange from the SEC, which smells of desperation. I was really tired tonight, so sorry. Hinman, what are you hiding? Now, actually, I want to bring this in the light, guys. Hinman, there is something hiding, guys, which we do not know, okay? Because there is something going on that will lead to a victory of Ripple, but if they can bring this to light, and it will not be easy. And this is why the deposition is going to happen, right? They want to question him, but they have to be very careful with what they say, because they cannot just question everything. There is restrictions on what they can question. So today I want to show you guys actually a video of Hinman talking about, this was in 2018. He was talking about whether a ICO or a token is a security or not. And now actually it's more related to ICOs, but he clearly says in this video that Ethereum is not a security. And I think you know this video, but I just want to point out some things, guys, which are going to be very crucial in the coming days, in the next weeks. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's take a look at what he's going to say, guys. I want to bring up some points and then talk about it. Let's see.
It could be easier to start a blockchain-based enterprise in a more conventional way. We meet with industry participants all the time, and we're hearing that they sort of recognize the value of structuring things in phases, with phase one being done as an offering on a more conventional basis, either registered or exempt equity or debt offering. And then once that funding allows the network to get up and running, then distribute or offer blockchain tokens or coins to participants who need the functionality that the network and the digital assets offer. This allows the tokens and the coins to be structured and offered in a way where it's then more evident that the purchasers are not making an investment in the development of an enterprise. In other words, it's easier to make the case that the token at that phase is not a security.
So let's stop right there, okay? So this is the first thing that actually caught my attention. So he clearly says that after the network has been progressing and people are buying a digital asset, or they own a digital asset, more for the purpose of actually being part of the network and let the network run. So we're not talking about ICO now, we're talking about the phase after the ICO, when you buy a digital asset and you just want to participate in the network, you want to so then at that point it cannot be considered a security anymore. Now if we look at Ripple, this is actually the case, because Ripple never did an ICO. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is, we are 9 or 8 years later after Ripple has actually released XRP as a digital token, right? So now it's really the purpose of it is now to participate in the network, right? So let's keep going, because he's saying a lot of things that are really interesting, guys.
Returning to ICOs that we are seeing, strictly speaking, the token, the coin, whatever the digital information packet is being called, all by itself, we don't think it's a security, just as oranges in the Howey case were not securities.
So he clearly says again, we don't think it's a security. in the most general scheme of things. Okay, let's go to the part that he will say that Ethereum is actually not a security.
Our group is going to carry out essential myth, but the investors don't know about. If this is highly decentralized, that information asymmetry recedes. As the network becomes more truly decentralized, the ability to even to identify a promoter or to make the requisite, and someone that could actually make the requisite disclosures becomes in many cases difficult or and perhaps much less meaningful. So when I look at Bitcoin today, I don't see a central third party whose efforts are key factor in determining the success of that enterprise. The network on which Bitcoin functions is operational, appears to have been decentralized for some time, perhaps from inception. Applying the disclosure regime of the federal securities laws to the offer and resale of Bitcoin would seem to add little value. Moreover, putting aside the fundraising that accompanied the creation of Ether, based on my understanding of the present state of Ether, the Ethereum network, its decentralized structure, we believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions. As with Bitcoin.
So here you can clearly see, he said we think that the sale of the coins of Ethereum are not securities. Okay. Now, because in this video, guys, he gives a clear explanation actually at what they look and what they question themselves at what is a security or not. Now, I'm not gonna bother you with that, guys. If you want to know that, you can just watch the video. So what I'm really want to show you here is that he really considered Ethereum not a security, guys. But there is something going on, because if you look at the foundation of Ethereum, it's a bit the same as Ripple. Okay, and what he describes as what they're looking for in an analysis, well, I would say that actually Ethereum is a security because there is a third party. Now Bitcoin is out of the question because Bitcoin they don't have a third party, guys. So Ethereum has this third party, which is the company that is making all of the Ethereum smart contracts and stuff happening there, improving the network and stuff like that. They're upgrading. So in terms of that, I'm now talking about the what they see as a security. So in this video, I will not bother you with that because it's like 6 minutes, it's too long. But he clearly says they look at the third party. What is the third party doing? And Ethereum and Ripple in that case are the same. Okay, so here he says, so I think there is something going on, and it may have to do with that he was paid in Ethereum by the company. Maybe this is why he considered Ethereum not a security, which maybe in the eyes of the SEC it is a security. And now we have that they blame Ripple because they are the same. You understand what I mean? So there is something going on that we do not know about. Now let's take a look at this one, because here you can clearly see that Ethereum and Ripple are the same, and even Vitalik Buterin is saying that. You know, he's confirming that. Let's take a look. This is Bill Hinman. He met with one of the founders of the Ethereum Foundation a week before his June 2018 Ethereum speech. Here are the two founders. Let's take a look, guys. This is the co-founder of Ethereum, Joseph Lubin.
Is considered a utility and not a security because its primary function is as a fuel that powers programs, powers transactions, powers storage on the Ethereum world computer, the blockchain system.
So the other major update at this point is that we had been hoping to launch our pre-sale on February 1st. So this is the way to get into Ethereum financially, which would be that we would be selling Ether at a rate of 2,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, and Ether would become the internal currency of the Ethereum network. So you would be able to So Ether would be like the BTC in Bitcoin, or like the XRP in Ripple. It's sort of the glue that holds the system together.
The Ethereum.
You see the XRP in Ripple. And now this is where the confusion is going. They say that Ethereum is not a security and that XRP is a security but they are the same. So that's why I'm telling you guys, there is something going on that we do not know. And that is key on the deposition. If Ripple can bring that to the light, if they can say, yeah, there is something going on and they can bring the good questions, there will be a big surprise, guys, in this deposition. Now, when it's gonna happen, we clearly do not know, because this is also something very weird. Usually, this deposition was about getting Hinman to depose on the 19th of July. That was the reason of this conference call. And that's what Jeremy Hogan is clearly saying in his video, that it was for the deposition on the 19th of July. But then something interesting happened, and the SEC said that they will have to examine whether it can happen on the 19th of July. And the judge was okay with that. So it's really confusing what's happening now, because that never happens. If a deposition is on a date, it's gonna happen on this date, because that was the agreement, right? They're delaying the deposition again because they're really afraid of what Hinman might say. Now, this is key for us, guys. This deposition can be the key to winning this case. So here you can see the deposition may add more weight to Ripple's claim that the XRP is not a security. If there is no appeal from the SEC, Ripple can ask Hinman to testify about reasoning behind his decision on Ether at the time, and then attempt to apply that same rationale to XRP. Ripple has argued that the SEC cannot regulate XRP as a security because it is a medium of exchange used for international and domestic transactions. So it's gonna be very interesting, guys. We will have some crazy stuff going on in the next couple of weeks. The fight over the Hinman deposition has now just begun. It will be heated. Meet and confer. Meeting, I can promise you that. If I was lawyer for Ripple, I would find out immediately if the SEC intends to object to several basic non-privileged questions about the Hinman. Now, this is what we were talking about. So there is restrictions in what Ripple can ask questions. If they ask the right questions and bring to light what Hinman has been really doing, then there is a very big chance that we will get a major win of this war. But in this deposition, guys, it can be that we will not really see why they consider Ripple as a security and Ethereum not. So, like, this deposition is good, but it can offer maybe nothing at the end, because the right questions have to be asked, if they can be asked. So it's going to be very interesting. Former director Hinman must sit for deposition. ETH isn't a security speech. Now, this is key. How many drafts did the speech undergo? Who helped draft or compose the speech? Who reviewed the speech before you gave it? Did you submit the speech to any of the commissioners or chairman? Anyone outside of the SEC assist you? Now, what research articles, publications, or technical research did you review before giving the speech? What input did the founder of the 8th Foundation provide you before reaching your opinion? What other digital assets did you review or compare to ETH before speech? Did you send any emails or messages with any lawyer or staff at Simpson Thacher before giving that speech? List each person you spoke to about the speech before giving it, etc. Notice I haven't asked what was said yet, so there is no privilege argument. Many more. But if the SEC is going to object to these basic questions, I would go to the judge and ask judge to appoint a special master, the judge herself or a title judge, to preside over the deposition and rule on objections live on the spot. Just a few of my initial thoughts. This is amazing of John E. Deaton. So these are the questions that will lead us to a good deposition. But if they cannot be asked, it will be a problem. And he says in that case, they have to put the judge in preside over the deposition, so they will continue asking the questions. Guys, this is I'm really excited about this, and I think we will see a big show, guys. That's what all this is. When all is said and done with the SEC case, you will see just how perfectly it all pieced into the bigger picture at play. Every possible means is being utilized to position Ripple and XRP at the forefront of this digital revolution. The SEC are digging their own grave, eyes open. I agree with this, guys. The SEC is literally in a pit right now because Ripple is just too strong. and has too many good arguments. So let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you find value, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.